This time I'd like to call this regularly scheduled meeting of the Harlingen City Commission, which has been duly posted, to order, and call upon Commissioner Ruben De La Rosa to lead us in an invocation.
Heavenly Father, we've come to you today asking you for your guidance, wisdom, and support. As we begin this meeting, help us engage in a meaningful discussion, allowing us to grow closer as a group and nurture and bonds as a community. Fill us with your grace, Lord God, as we make decisions that the mighty effect of the community continue to remind us that all we do here today is for the best for the community, and all that we accomplish is for pursuit, truth of greater glory of you, and for the service of humanity. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So welcome everybody to our meeting tonight. I'm glad to have you here. And we're going to be in the first item on the agenda are some proclamations. We have a proclamation declaring July 2nd, 2019 as Roberto Campos Jr. Day, and then declaring the month of May as Motorcycle Safety and Awareness Month, and declaring May 2019 as National Preservation Month, and presentation of a recognition plaque for the 2019 Main Street America Accredited Program, and declaring the month of June 2019 as National Home Ownership Month. So we'll begin with those. And I could invite Mr. Campos and his family to come on up. Gaudencia Campos, Gloria Brown, Lance Brown, Deborah Campos, Lisa Campos, Lola Lopez, anybody else? Come on over here and face backwards. There. Sure. Special day for the family. We're glad to see all of you here. Whereas the Commission of the City of Harlingen wishes to recognize the outstanding and loyal service of Mr. Roberto I. Campos Jr. to the Harlingen Fire Department. And whereas Mr. Roberto Campos Jr., Firefighter 2, driver for the Harlingen Fire Department, is the only son of Roberto I. Campos Sr., the City of Harlingen's first Hispanic professional firefighter. And whereas the senior Campos served in the Harlingen Fire Department from June 1st, 1951 to September 30th, 1987, and whereas the senior Campos retired as Assistant Chief of the Harlingen Fire Department, receiving a certificate of appreciation for service on September 23rd, 1987 by William Bill Card, Colonel Card, Mayor of Harlingen, and Gene Nesbitt, City Secretary. And whereas Mr. Roberto I. Campos Jr. and his father have served more than 65 years combined for the Harlingen Fire Department, and whereas Mr. Roberto Campos Jr. will retire on July 2nd, 2019 after 29 years of commendable dedication to the City of Harlingen. Now, therefore, I, Chris Boswell, Mayor of the City of Harlingen, on behalf of the City Commission, do hereby join with the citizens and city staff in expressing appreciation to Mr. Roberto Campos Jr. for his loyal and dedicated service, and hereby proclaim July 2nd, 2019 as Roberto Campos Jr. Day, and extend my personal best wishes and the entire City Commission upon his retirement for continued success in the life's pursuit. May God continue to bless him and his family. Congratulations. Your sister's no longer the famous one in the family.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I just want to say something for my father, who I share his name and his career, but he's a true hero. This is for him.
Well, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for the service you've given and rendered to this community, being a first responder for the last 29 years, and the dedication that you and all of your brother and sister firefighters have to keep our city safe. Thank you so much for your service. What a great family. I'm glad to honor you all here tonight.
It's been a pleasure serving the city.
Thank you.
Thanks again. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank
Next proclamation we're going to read is for the Main Street Accreditation Certificate recipients. So Edward Mesa, our downtown manager, and Alexis Alanis, redevelopment specialist. Charlie Pettis, the board chairman. Lars Kime, the vice chairman. Bill DeBrook, board member, and Steve Awney, and any others that are downtown. Come on up here and to be recognized. Joe Wagner. Come on up here and kind of get together so they can take your picture as a group. Whereas historic preservation is an effective tool for managing growth and sustainable development, revitalizing neighborhoods, fostering local pride, and maintaining community character, while enhancing livability, and while historic preservation is relevant for communities across the nation, both urban and rural, and for Americans of all ages, all walks of life, and all ethnic backgrounds. And whereas it is important to celebrate the role of history in our lives and the contributions made by dedicated individuals in helping preserve the tangible aspects of the heritage that has shaped us as a people, and whereas This Place Matters was the theme for National Preservation Month 2019 in May, co-sponsored by Downtown Harlingen and the National Trust for Historic Preservation. Whereas Downtown Harlingen was involved with events to celebrate Preservation Month in May in collaboration with the Texas Main Street program. And whereas Imagine the Possibilities tours in Main Street cities showcased available properties downtown as a way to engage potential investors, entrepreneurs, developers, residents, and anyone else who has imagined themselves running a business, owning a building, or living in downtown Harlingen. And the Downtown Improvement District unveiled its new logo to represent the new and future projects for downtown on Friday, May 31st. And whereas special exhibits of historic photographs of Harlingen were also displayed at the downtown office, now therefore I present the Mayor of Harlingen to hereby proclaim May 2019 as National Preservation Month, and thank all the people of Harlingen and the Rio Grande Valley that joined their fellow citizens from across the United States in recognizing and participating in the observance, and particularly in our downtown Harlingen Preservation Month events. So I want to congratulate all of you, our downtown board and our owners, and all of the special people who are standing right here who have invested so much of their time and talent and treasure into making our downtown a fantastic place. So we want to congratulate you and thank you for all you have done to make our downtown everybody's downtown. You want to say anything? Bill, you want to say anything? Joe?
I got nothing.
Well, we
I'd
just-
rather hear from Joe, but
We just had we had an activity this last weekend. For all of you that missed it, I encourage you to attend. Our art night is the last Friday of every month. And of course, market days, you all know about it. But art night has really gone to an extreme, the popularity of it has extended to other cities. We had a visit from Rio Grande City, wanted to learn how we're doing it, thanks to our director, Edward, and Alexis, our new addition. She's done tremendous work to our office downtown, and it's improved tremendously. I encourage you, if you haven't gone, to please come by. So please come by and visit downtown on art night, and of course, any time that we have an event downtown. Thank you.
It's your downtown.
It's your downtown,
So come
yes.
downtown.
Also, we had the unveiling,
Go ahead,
we
Edward.
had the unveiling of our logo. We used the old one, but we incorporated the new, and we have them here for the commission over here. And we do have some at the office if you want to come visit. Oh, you stay-
I'll put it in his drawer.
yeah, we just stay here.
Oh, my God.
Yes, it's only accreditation. We stay for the accreditation. We're on the next
One more.
One more?
accreditation.
One more.
Okay,
Oh,
so
my God.
present the National Main Street Center and the Texas Main Street Program. Certified that the Harlingen Main Street Program has been recognized as the 2019 Main Street America Accredited Program. Congratulations for that. You want to?
Yeah,
You wanna tell them about-
every year we have to do it, it's called a 10 critique report, and it's really extensive, and we have to, we're trying to get the best score that we can, and we've had one of the highest scores this past year, so we're very excited about that. And it's everything we do, working with the downtown merchants, with the property owners, with the public, with the volunteers, with other organizations. That's what makes downtown so successful, that everybody works together, and we all share what the love of downtown.
Thanks to the city commission for the support.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Also,
Thank
and
you.
couldn't do it without them.
Yes.
Well, all the pictures.
And the police department. Public works, that's right. It's a team effort for everybody.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
So now we have home ownership month, so I guess our CDBG department board wants to come on up here and join with us for this proclamation. Great. Whereas homeownership is the American dream and it is close to the heart of Harlingen, Texas, and there is a special power in the neighborhood where most families own their homes. A new homeowner receives a key that does more than unlock a door. It represents a place where children can grow, learn, and feel safe, an opportunity to save money and build equity for the future, and a sense of stability and belonging to the greater community. And just as it builds strong families, home ownership is the building block of strong communities too. And whereas thanks to the prosperity that this nation has enjoyed over the past decade, more Americans are homeowners today than at any other time in history. As mayor, I'm committed to helping more citizens, especially those who have been shut out in the past, know the joy, the financial security, and the sense of community that comes with owning their own home. Whereas the Department of Housing and Urban Development is working in partnership with state and local governments, community groups, and the private sector to make the most effective use of federal funds through a combination of housing counseling, down payment assistance, and closing cost assistance. And whereas through funding from the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, we are helping our residents buy homes and live the lives they had only once imagined. Whereas homeownership is good for the homeowner, Harlingen, and our country. It is the American dream. And during National Homeownership Month, we rededicate ourselves to that dream to every American who seeks to achieve it. Now, therefore, I, Chris Boswell, Mayor of the City of Harlingen, hereby proclaim the month of June 2019, excuse me, as National Homeownership Month. So congratulations to our CDBG board and our director, Tammy, who administers this program for us to help people get into homes in our community. So thank you very much for the efforts that you do each and every year to make this a reality for our citizens. All right, thank you all. I think the motorcycle week, we're gonna send that off to them because they couldn't be here tonight.
Yes, sir.
Okay, item 2 is the approval of the special meeting minutes of April 22nd, 2019. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign, motion carries. Items 3A through I is the consent agenda. Is there a motion to adopt the consent agenda?
So moved, Mayor.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item 4, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to pass item 4 because of potential quorum issues. We don't have Commissioner Mesmar here, and we have some board members that are on some of the organizations that would have to step out, and so we have some questions about that. Unfortunately, we're going to have to postpone item 4, which is the one-year action plan for community block development funds. Item 5, however, is the consideration of possible action to award a construction contract to the lowest responsible bidder in the amount of $54,310.30, utilizing home investment partnership funds for the construction of a single-family home to be constructed at 1129 North Sunset Drive, Harlingen, Texas.
Good
Dan?
evening, Mayor and Commissioners. We have a city-owned lot that's been vacant for many years. We're going to construct a single-family affordable housing unit on it. We have the home buyers already identified. They're elderly and disabled. They're going to secure their first lien through a local lender, and we'll provide them with the gap financing. We sent the bid notice out to 10 different agencies, picked that up. Only 2 responded, and we request that the bid be awarded to the lowest responsible builder, REL Transport. You have any questions?
Okay, so this is there a motion to award the construction contract?
So moved.
Second.
Any other discussion? Those opposed, like sign, motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 6, consideration of possible action to approve the renewal of the facility usage agreement with South Texas Little League for use of Pendleton Park fields 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and the concession stand effective June 7, 2019 and May 31st, 2020, and authorize the city manager to execute the agreement. Javier?
Mayor, City Commission, this is a facility use agreement with the South Texas Little League, and they operate at Pendleton. They use the fields out there, and so this is a renewal, and staff recommends approval.
Motion to approve. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign, motion carries. Item 7, consideration possible action to approve the renewal of facility usage agreement with the Harlingen, Texas Bronco Baseball League for the use of Bronco, Mustang, and Pony fields at Victor Park and the concession stand effective June 7, 2019 through May 31st, 2020, and authorize the city manager to execute the agreement.
Yes, Mayor, Commissioner, this is the same, it's a facility use agreement renewal, and they operate out at the Wilson Sports Complex, and all the documents that were required are in our office. I'm sorry, this is at Victor Park. All the required documents as far as the non-for-profit, their insurance and everything else we have on file and has been approved. Park Advisory Board also has met, and they've recommended approval of this one, so does staff.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign, the motion carries. Item 8, consideration of possible action to approve the renewal of facility usage agreement with Harlingen National Bronco for the use of the ball fields at the Tom Wilson Youth Sports Park and the concession stand effective June 7, 2019 through May 31st, 2020, and authorize the city manager to execute the agreement.
Yes, Mayor, Commission, this is the same, it's a facility use agreement renewal, and this one is at the Wilson Youth Sports Complex. And again, they have all the documentation, the insurance, the non-for-profit status, everything we have in the office and is current. Park Advisory Board has met, and they are recommending approval, as the staff is too.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Item 9,
Thank you.
consideration possible action to change the July 3rd, 2019 regular city commission meeting to July 2nd.
Mayor, Commissioner, we are having our annual Freedom Fest on July the 3rd at Fair Park, and so I was asking if you gentlemen want to move the meeting of July 3rd to the 2nd instead, so that you guys can attend the event.
You can do it in live.
Sounds like that.
The answer is motion to approve.
Second.
All right. We have a motion second to move the meeting date to July 2nd. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Item 10, board appointments.
I have Ricky Leon to the EDC.
I have to the zoning board of adjustments at P&Z, Vanessa Camacho, and to the Parks Advisory, Abel Castañeda, and EDC, Robert Leftwich.
Say that again.
I could not hear.
I couldn't hear you.
The first, P&Z, I have Vanessa Camacho, and then Abel Castañeda to the Parks, and Robert Leftwich to the EDC.
Okay. Mayor, I believe the EDC, we cannot remove those people that sit on those boards because they're in the middle of
Yeah.
their terms. His term has not, I believe the gentleman that's going to be replaced, his term has not expired. So I'd make a motion to approve everybody but the appointment to the EDC.
Does anybody have any doubts?
Yes, I have.
Sorry.
I have Josh Ramirez to the animal shelter.
My EDC is open, right? My appointment is open.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that it?
That's
Okay.
it.
Then I'll restate my statement. I believe that that EDC slot is not available, and so I would have motioned to approve everybody but the EDC slot on.
Okay, so that's Ricky Leal, Vanessa Camacho, Abel Castaneda, and Josh Ramirez.
Correct. That's my
For the
motion.
boards.
I have a question. I was told otherwise, so can,
You can bring it back next week, but at this point, so we can take care of everybody else, you could probably discuss it with the EDC, but I believe
I think Mickey Bolin is in the middle of the term.
Mickey Boland just got appointed as president of that board.
and I understand that, but I was told that he could be replaced.
Well,
So we'll discuss it. I mean, that's fine. If there's a motion, then I'll just
Yeah.
wait till next week or the next meeting.
Okay, we have a motion and a second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion carries. All right, citizen communication.
Yeah, we had a few, but I think that they were here for that item that was passed.
Okay.
So I don't know if you,
There's another one.
yeah. So, I don't know if some of these ladies are here. Oh, okay.
That's right.
Mike Hendricks, we do have one on the Tony Butler Mayor.
Okay.
So we have Mr. Hendricks, Mike Hendricks.
All right.
Good evening, gentlemen. My name is Mike Hendrick. I live at 818 East Bowie Avenue here in Harlingen, just north of the Public Library and the lake. In January, I came before you expressing some thoughts concerning Tony Butler and the effort to improve revenue, etc. I'd like to voice a couple of thoughts to you. Words of encouragement. Encouragement because I know that this is going to be a difficult decision. And I feel that the decision is coming up very quickly. I do not know your timetable. I'm not privy to that information, but I know that it is coming up very quickly. Second thought is, as a golfer, all golfers know that some courses fit your game and some courses don't. Tony Butler, the third nine, fits my game, as it does hundreds of Winter Texans. Consider that as you consider the sale of that property or the renovation of it. Consider the fact that many Winter Texans would go elsewhere to play golf and spend their money. if the third line is closed. Trust me when I say I'm praying for you, and I know that your decision will not please everyone, but I hope and pray that you will make the decision considering the feelings of all residents of Harlingen, whether they are winter Texans or whether they are like me, permanent residents who play on occasion that third nine just to get out and get some exercise and to enjoy nature. Thank you so much for your work and for your attention to this matter. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Is that it? All right. All right, well, that concludes our meeting, and so we are adjourned for the evening. Thank you.